Hi, this is Steve. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a tracking pixel to a web page that you don't own, don't control, and can't edit. Now, I'm going to assume that you've watched the video on tracking pixels, that you know what tracking pixels are, and how you would normally add one to a web page. But what about those cases when you can't add your tracking pixel in a funnel that you're trying to promote? Well, if you're working with your own website, this normally wouldn't be a problem, but when you're promoting an affiliate site, you may run into this situation. Fortunately, with Clickmagick's intelligent tracking links, it's easy to set a tracking pixel on a page you can't edit. All you need to do is create a tracking link that points to the page and then set the tracking pixel in the pixel code entry in the link's advanced settings. Let me show you how you would do this. To start, let's create a tracking link for the funnel that we're promoting. Let's go up to the links menu. We'll click create new link. And I'm going to be using a sales funnel for bottled drinking water called Antarctic Snow Water, and this link will point to the opt-in page for the start of that funnel. So let's call this link Antarctic Snow Water. Here we go. Let's set the link ID to opt-in since this is going to the opt-in page. And we'll point the primary URL to my affiliate sales link. I already have that on the clipboard, so let me just paste it in. I'll select this, paste. Now let's create the link. Let's go into the link and let's preview it to make sure that it's working. Now we've got the opt-in page, and what I want to do is enter my email address in this form so you can see the sales page that I want to add my tracking pixel to. So let me go ahead and do that. My email address is steve@bestcoolproducts.com, and now I want to enter it, so I'm going to press the buy button. And here's the sales page. This is the page that I want to insert a tracking pixel on so that Clickmagick can compute my opt-in conversion rate, but I can't edit the page and they don't provide a way to add any type of tracking or retargeting pixel to this page. So normally you'd be stuck right here. You would think you wouldn't be able to add a tracking pixel to this page, but you can with Clickmagick. Let me show you how. First, let's copy the URL of the sales page. We'll go up to the top, select it, copy. And next we'll create a tracking link that points to this page. So let's go back to Clickmagick. We'll click on the tab. Next, let's create a new link. And I'm going to paste the URL of the sales page into the primary URL. I'm going to name the link Tracking Pixel. I'm going to set the link ID to tpixel. And now I'm going to create the new tracking link. Let me open the link. Now this is just a normal tracking link, there's nothing fancy about it, but now let's use it to set the tracking pixel for the Antarctic Snow Water sales page. To do that, we need to go to the advanced settings. Let's click on that. Let's scroll down to the pixel code entry right here. This is where we need to paste the tracking pixel that we would normally paste into the sales page itself. So let's grab that tracking pixel and configure it correctly. To do that, we need to scroll back up to the tracking link. We need to go to the link settings. We need to choose track conversions to pull up the tracking pixels. Now, if you look at the stats for the funnel, you see that Clickmagick can compute action, engagement, and sales conversions. Now, normally for the first conversion of a funnel, you would use an action pixel. That would typically be for an opt-in page like we have now, but you have to be very careful about it because if you just go down and choose the default action tracking pixel, that is going to report back to the tracking link that it's embedded in. And that's not what we want. We don't want it reported back to itself. We want it instead to report to the very first tracking link to this funnel. So what we need to do is we need to select first click. Then that way when the tracking pixel fires, it will be reported back to the Antarctic Snow Water link. So now that we've clicked first link, the action tracking pixel has been updated down here. Let's go ahead and select it. Let's copy it. And we're going to paste that into the pixel code section of the tracking link. So let's close the conversions. Let's go back into tracking pixel. We'll open the advanced settings. We'll scroll back down to the pixel code section. And right here, we're going to paste in our action tracking pixel. Now with that, all we need to do is save changes. And now we have our tracking link with the embedded tracking pixel. Now let's test it. Let's go ahead and open the tracking link. And what I'm going to do is click preview. And when I do, watch the URL bar appear and you'll see a temporary URL displayed as Clickmagick triggers the tracking pixel behind the scenes. So here we go. And you can see here the sales page pulled up. This tracking link not only took us to the sales page, but it fired the tracking pixel. Now let's go take a look at the stats to verify that we've set this up correctly. So let's go back up to Clickmagick. Go down here, you can see all the counters are currently 0. So let's go up and refresh. Now you can see that we have one unique click and one action giving us a 100% conversion. Now as an aside, sometimes when I'm testing my pixels, I don't get the conversion numbers that I'm expecting, and it's almost always because I visited the page before with a different tracking link and the conversion is being attributed to that tracking link. That's just something to keep in mind if you're not seeing the numbers you're expecting while you're doing your testing. So just to complete this example, let's go install this tracking link into our opt-in page. So let's open the tracking pixel link. Let's grab the tracking link. Remember, this is going to the sales page, so we're going to copy that. We'll go back up to the opt-in page. Now, when I set this up, the opt-in page allowed me to integrate any of the popular autoresponders out there. In this case, I used iContact, and whenever someone enters an email address into this form right here, iContact adds it to my email list, then pulls up the thank you page in the form settings. And I've got that currently set to point to the sales page. You can see that right here in this iContact tab that I have open. And you can see here under the success URL, this is the URL that iContact goes to after you've successfully entered an email address. And you can see it says right here, leave blank for the default thank you page. And right now I have the Antarctic Snowwater sales page. And what we want to do is we want to put our tracking link in there so that as it goes to the sales page, it fires the action pixel. So let's go ahead and select this. Now remember, the tracking link is on the clipboard, so let me just paste it in. Now you can see our tracking link is there. Let's save the form. Okay, the form has been saved. Now let's go back up to the opt-in page. So now when I enter this email address and click the buy button, what you're going to see is Clickmagick fire the action pixel very briefly up here in the URL bar. So take a look at that as I click the buy button. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. And here's the sales page. So that worked correctly, and hopefully you saw that pixel fire. So to wrap up, if you want to add a tracking pixel to a page you can't edit, simply create a new tracking link, point the primary URL to the page you want to fire the pixel on, and in the pixel code entry of the advanced settings, enter the tracking pixel, click save, and you're all set up and ready to go. It really is that simple. So if you have any additional questions about this, just contact us at our help desk and we'll be glad to get those questions answered. This is Steve with Clickmagick. Take care and bye-bye.